Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Air Force Update. Before we proceed this morning, we ask Secretary James, General Goldfein, General Joseph Vasquez, and Mr. Rick Broom to proceed on stage as we recognize the Civil Air Patrol for 75 years of service to the United States Air Force. Established 6 days before Pearl Harbor as part of civilian defense, Civil Air Patrol's first mission was to help deter submarine operations off America's coasts. The situation was so critical at first, the U.S. military elected to use volunteer civilians flying their own single-engine aircraft armed with military bombs to aid in the war effort. By the end of the war, CAP would fly more than 24 million over-ocean miles, report 184 submarine sightings, and drop 82 bombs. Throughout the war, CAP expanded its operations to include dozens of other missions, including search and rescue, disaster relief, air defense training, flight training, cadet programs, and aerospace education for teachers and youth at all grade levels. In 1943, it was transferred to the U.S. Army Air Force as its auxiliary, creating a partnership with the Air Force that continues today. Since 9/11, the Air Force's auxiliary support to the Air Force has greatly increased in intensity. CAP's operational forces today include 550 modern civilian aircraft, over 1,000 vehicles, and 56,000 adults and youth. Acting as a force multiplier to the Air Force and other agencies, CAP members also carry out disaster relief operations along with 90% of inland search and rescue missions tasked by the Air Force Rescue Coordination Center. Relying heavily on sophisticated cell phone and radar forensics technology, CAP is credited with saving nearly 100 lives each year. In August 2015, the Air Force formally recognized CAP as part of its total force. On December the 1st, 2016, Civil Air Patrol will celebrate its 75th year of service to America. Throughout most of those years, the U.S. Air Force has looked to Civil Air Patrol's patriotic volunteers to help train its own and to augment its mission manpower. The United States Air Force wishes to congratulate and to thank our total force partner, Civil Air Patrol's 56,000 airmen, for their diligent and devoted service over the past 75 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of the United States Air Force Organizational Excellence Award. The Civil Air Patrol distinguished itself by exceptionally meritorious service from 1 October 2012 to 31 August 2016. During this period, Civil Air Patrol emerged as a true total force partner, flying 36,367 operational sorties as the Air Force Auxiliary. They were the cornerstone of Air Force rescue operations, executing 2,943 search and rescue missions for the Air Force Rescue Coordination Center, flying 5,040 hours and saving 272 lives. Civil Air Patrol was an integral part of our homeland defense, flying 1,950 air defense sorties, providing target support for intercept aircraft. In response to multiple disasters, they valiantly aided relief efforts, flying 3,334 hours in support of federal and state disaster response authorities. This included operations in the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy, involving an amazing 21 wings using 23 aircraft, flying 696 sorties and 1,380 hours, all the while capturing 158,000 images used by emergency responders while ground crews manned shelters and delivered life-saving supplies. When historic flooding threatened South Carolina, Civil Air Patrol volunteers flew 180 search and rescue imagery sorties, capturing 4,480 images. They supported 959 Air Force and joint exercises, including critical training missions, simulating unmanned aircraft systems by using sensor-modified aircraft to prepare Air Force, Army, and Navy joint terminal attack controllers for their worldwide combat missions. Additionally, air crews flew 29,395 hours, helping law enforcement agencies seize $2.9 billion in illegal drugs and currency, leading to 1,530 arrests. In the classroom, the Civil Air Patrol-sponsored Aerospace Connections and Education Program has reached 20,000 elementary school children, elevating academics and fitness with an engaging science, technology, engineering, and mathematics themed curriculum. An annual powerhouse at the Air Force Association Cyber Patriot National Youth Competition, Civil Air Patrol bested 3,000 other teams by finishing second in 2015 and third in 2016. Finally, through their Cadet Encampment Assistance Program, Civil Air Patrol has sponsored 3,700 cadets nationwide, increasing Air Force reach while embracing diversity and growing camp attendance by 20%. Civil Air Patrol members provided an incredible $165 million annually in volunteer service hours. The distinctive accomplishments of the members of the Civil Air Patrol reflect great credit upon themselves and the United States Air Force.